Saturday morning and it's time to go. One day these go be the days, but who could have known? Loading in the back of a pickup truck, riding with the boys and pushing the...
So this is our final event of our Derby Days, which is for our fraternity Sigma Chi, our philanthropy, which donates to the City of Hope, which is a comprehensive cancer research. And this is Alicia.
Hello.
She's in Kappa, and I'm coaching their football team.
You know, I am nervous because he hasn't played football, and I don't know, man.
I went to a Seahawks game in middle school.
You played hockey, so I think we're in the wrong sport for this, but if we had a hockey sport, we'd do well. I'm not gonna lie, girls get really aggressive during this.
It gets intense. Okay, now we have everyone on the field. So this will be how we set up for a normal play. So
do we have the ball?
Yeah, they'll have girls standing like right here who are gonna go try and like tackle Sid.
Yeah.
And so you guys need to like kind of get in their grill.
So Pi Phi wins every year. Gotta give it up to him, boom, boom. But this year's pretty competitive. All the girls are pretty fired up, so we're gonna see.
Thank you so much for joining us here today. We are Right Start Consulting, and we could not be more excited to present to you our strategic recommendations presentation for White Heart Foundation. My name is Esther Wong, and I am the technology specialist of the team. Part of the business requirement for the business majors that you complete 2 capstone classes, one of them being a service leadership class. So the essence of the class is that you learn about service leadership, and part of how you do that is by pairing with a nonprofit and providing consulting work for them. And we paired with an organization known as White Heart Foundation, which they specifically serve our nation's veterans. And finally, the last goal of the Customer Relationship Management Platform, also known as CRM, is to enhance customer care. Because we are detailing every single interaction, One Life is able to study the interactions that happen and discover the best way to go about for caring for their warriors and their volunteers. I was a little bit nervous. I always get nervous for presentations, but as a team, we did really well, and I felt like we came through. It's honestly been one of the most rewarding classes at Pepperdine. We had the CEO of Chick-fil-A come through one day. Our professor, Dr. Arnold, is the interim CEO of top medical hospitals around the nation, and he just lives this concept of servant leadership.
So we are currently in Big Bear at a diner called Alpine Country Coffee, and we decided to take a weekend trip because as great as Malibu is, it's always 70 degrees and sunny, and we really enjoy fall colors.
Okay, so we are, what's this trail called? Castle Rock Trail. Castle Rock Trail. We're gonna start the hike and it's gonna be great. And you're coming with us.
We found a trailhead. Megan, how do we feel?
Good. Awesome. Killed it.
Hey, Hayden. You still getting into trouble?
Yeah, always. I just don't have any ropes, so I don't want to put my life in danger. But here's the view. It's beautiful. The giant rock is in the way. So we made it to the top of whatever this trail was called. Castle Rock, thank you. It's called Castle Rock. We made it to the top of Castle Rock. The beautiful view with Big Bear Lake. Can you pan over here to this side?
Just stay on the run and get off the grid and hide yourself out like you know that I did. And if you might find that your running is done, a little bit of heaven never hurt no one.
So tonight is Meet the Chapters. All the freshmen meet in Smothers Theater. They're placed in 5 different groups and they are taken around campus to different classrooms. Each fraternity has a different classroom. They'll play their Rush video, someone will talk to them. For our fraternity, Sigma Chi, our president meets with them, talks with them, we play our Rush video, and then the Rush chair lets them know what's going on for the week. And it's a super awesome time. You get to meet everyone and it's your first taste and you get an idea of which fraternity might be the right fit for you. It's a trip. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
I still feel like I'm a freshman.
Yeah, and I can remember the first night I came in. So like it was fantastic. Like it was like I never knew anybody. I was getting to know new people. It was exhilarating, but I was so nervous. So I want to bring that kind of vibe to the freshmen this year.
For our fraternity, like a lot of them have everyone has their own kind of take on it. Like other rooms you walk in, they're cheering, super stoked. Our fraternity is like very serious. Everyone wears suits, and I remember just walking in as a freshman, just being floored, being like, "Wow, they're like professional."
Exactly.
Like, dang.
You can't. I mean, because when you walk in, there's a level of unfamiliarity, and we want to bring that. We want to bring that seriousness because we care about this fraternity.
Yeah, and people will ask me like, "Oh, which fraternity do I need to join?" It's like you don't need to. I'm like, go to Rush. You might meet some people. It might be awesome for you, and it might not be, but just go. And if you meet a bunch of guys who it's like, oh, I want to hang out with them, then go. Like you're gonna feel the vibe. It's kind of like when you're choosing schools. Like I got to Pepperdine's campus and I was like, this is the spot. And that's how it went with my fraternity.
Yeah, I did not plan on rushing until rush night. And to me, it didn't really matter. I didn't really know anything about fraternity sororities, but someone said just rush. Just have fun, because you get to meet a group of guys for a low price, and they give you free food. So there's really no reason not to do it.
Spinning round, spinning round, spinning round. Wheels keep on spinning round, spinning round and round.
So Catherine, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Appreciate it. So let's dive in a little bit more.
I think this year more than ever, I have been very intentional about preparing myself for life after graduation. It's quickly approaching, so I've been trying to break it into a few more manageable steps just because it can be fairly overwhelming and daunting. So at the beginning of the semester, I went to the Career Center where I did a mock interview. I was actually doing that for 2 of my classes, and then also it ended up just being a great personal exercise since hopefully I'll be doing a lot of interviews this year for graduate schools.
I did a certificate program with the Strauss Institute at Pepperdine last year, which was a certificate in conflict management. So tools in mediation and negotiation. I didn't start in these fields. I started off pre-occupational therapy actually, and then switched to marketing, and now I'm finally settling in on this, and it's been a lot of experiences and internships to really help me decipher that I'm very passionate about higher education. I worked in admissions at Pepperdine as an RA, and then this previous summer at Columbia University, and I think each of those experiences, those were the ones that I was looking forward to going to every day and that got me excited. I love talking to prospective students, and I think the college experience is so important, and the independence that you gain from that is so important. So that's led me to be interested in higher education and wanting to pursue a master's in higher ed.
But yeah, there's a lot of balls up in the air that I'm trying to juggle as I've been applying to all of these different schools, applying for graduate assistantships, kind of looking ahead at interview dates and things like that. So doing a mock interview is something that just made me feel a little bit more prepared for what I might be heading into in the next couple of months as next semester starts. There's parts of me when looking at grad schools that are really excited. It's exciting to get to move to a new city. It's exciting to get to experience a new university and to learn from them. But it's also been very overwhelming just with the amount of essays that I've had to write and just kind of tracking different people down to write me a letter, or just little deadlines have been a lot on top of regular schoolwork. I took the GRE, so it's just been a lot of moving parts. And I think that as we move into the next semester, I'll start to get more sad, but I'm trying to enjoy it and to not kind of live in the sadness. So it's exciting, but it's gonna be interesting.
Okay, so we're at Blue and Orange Madness. It's about 6 o'clock. We just started the event. I'm walking around taking pictures and videos for our PR and our social media and all that stuff. It's a picture. Okay, now it's a video. Basketball, churros, cotton candy, fried Oreos. Fried Oreos? Fried Oreos. Go get it. Noah, get your girl some fried Oreos. I'm just kidding. So with the student program, Programming Board is, it basically is an organization on campus that plans all of our on-campus events. So we have weekend events, we have big events like Blue and Orange Madness, Pacific Sounds, Real Stories Film Festival. So yeah, just basically like a ton of things for students to go ahead and come to, get involved, hang out. I am so happy that I'm able to experience this year, finally, like as my senior year, because it's always been something I wanted to do. And just like being involved in like the graphic design and public relations side of things is really preparing me for like what I want to do after I graduate.